Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. I want to welcome you to the Weathered Athlete Sprint Interval Session. This is where we take a look at a few 30-second bursts of audio and video to provide maximum benefit for those on a time schedule. However, it does not replace the low steady state activity of the full mile conversation we'll have. Today's session is led by Tom Morris. Every guide I've had so far has been incredible, but Tom takes it to the next level. He was an adventure racer and a triathlete, and then in 2012, he sustained a C6-7 spinal cord injury that has left him in a wheelchair. There are so many amazing things about his journey that I could highlight, but to be honest, it's better left to him. So I hope you enjoy.
I went out for what I call a training ride. I was competing that weekend. This was on a Thursday, and I was competing in a mountain bike race, a series that was happening in just northern Indiana. And so I went out for just that fine tuner primer, just to make sure everything was together, bike is working, and you're good. And the goal was to do these 4 laps around this little mountain bike course. And so I did the first lap and warmed up, second lap built off of that, third lap I'm rolling, just pedaling and feeling better than I ever have. And by the 4th lap, I'm soaring. The confidence has grown. The bike is dialed in. I'm feeling just incredible. And then about a quarter mile before I'd end the ride, I would go around this sharp corner and I would smash a rock. It taught me how to suffer. I think endurance sports, you literally learn to suffer. It's a sustained suffering. It's highs and lows. It's being able to think you can't put a foot in front of them, and you figure out, I'm just going to walk through this aid station and then I'll jog a little bit, or you figure out how to keep moving, but somehow you keep moving forward. And for me, I really do want to say that endurance sports, being able to have so much time on a bike and have a time on, in a pool, and just learning how to push myself when I wanted to quit. I came back probably 6 months after the accident. I just came back to visit with all my coworkers, and the very first thing they did was they got me out of my chair, and then they took my chair and put it at the other end of the weight room. Now, Pete, our weight room is 75 yards long, and they put my chair at the other end, and I crawled all the way down, and I got so mad in the middle because it was so challenging.
Yeah.
They stood there cheering me on, and I was able to get it done. And again, it built my confidence up, but it also built me physically up to be able to do that. And the funny thing is, 2 weeks later, I come back, they do the exact same thing. This time they throw a 20-pound chain behind me, but I had a strike down. So it's that mentality that I think really did help me out as far as moving forward. Again, after this accident, I had a big goal of independence. I worked my butt off to get to that. I also had a big goal of walking, but for me, I throw a big goal out, and then I work the process of what has to happen that given second, what my attitude has to be right now, so that ultimately I could end up to get to that goal, whatever it may be.